I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they'd been hoping to make a little more progress this year than they have so far. Still in 10th place in the West, no significant improvement over last season. One of the players we'll see tonight, Brandon Ingram, second overall pick in 16, has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant. But, Kenny, he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we knew it could take a while, but he's going in the right direction. I mean, he's a little undersized in terms of weight, but his ability...
It's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah,
he's skinny.
Okay, he's a little skinny.
Thank you, Ernie. His shooting efficiency is a work in progress, but he has the length to impact all areas of the game.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
I don't like the word skinny.
Slender.
There he is.
And a special broadcast tonight as we celebrate the Chinese New Year. So happy to have you join us for the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Just off a road trip, the Pacers are back at home. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Right. There has to be some sort of consistent effort to generate quality shots. It seemed to me they thought they were going to come easily.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer LeBron James has been. He's taken charge of his own free agency to ensure that he is almost always on a contender. He has made it clear he has no interest in being around mediocrity. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. Tonight, we'll be seeing a couple of the league's better defenses. What are some of the keys to winning a defensive kind of battle, Doris?
Well, because you know that possessions are going to be fewer than in a typical game, where the pace is going to be slower, then the turnover number becomes all that much more important. Because in a game where pace is not at issue, you can't afford 15, 20 turnovers. It's about valuing the basketball. It's about executing to the greatest degree possible. And sometimes, Kevin, that means going deep into your offensive set. The ball should change sides of the floor, and you should look for a matchup that's favorable. And when you do, that's when you strike.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Brandon Ingram's out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. You know, Doris, wherever Corey Joseph has gone, he has always found himself a role.
Well, Kevin, I think it helps that he does not have a big weakness to his game. And Corey Joseph has proven he can knock down open shots, and he does everything at a very solid level.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, what I like about Corey Joseph is this guy will give you a little bit of everything. Perhaps most importantly, guys, you know he's going to play consistently good defense.
And Joseph drops them both.
You think about the Indiana Pacers and some of the young pieces they have to build around. Victor Oladipo has proven to be a legit all-star. Miles Turner is brimming with potential, and Domantas Sabonis. These are all guys you can build around. I'm excited to watch the development of this organization.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Now, here is Young. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And Doris, when you talk about the young core of this Pacers team, you have to mention Paul George and the trade that sent him to Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, this is an organization, Kevin, that took tremendous criticism in the face of that Paul George trade. But Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis have proven counter to the argument that they didn't get enough. These are two talented young players who this organization can build around.
Here's Bogdanovich, following the basket by LeBron James. Bogdanovich against James. And Young kicks to Joseph. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the three, and the Pacers another three.
And this is a shot Corey Joseph didn't have in his arsenal early on, but a ton of work put in, and now he's effective from deep.
Ingram outside. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Collison kicks to Young. Collison against Rondo. Here's Turner. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
I think it's impossible for fans to understand why you can't shoot a higher percentage when there's no defense on you, right? Quality free throw shooting so crucial to winning.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. Ingram kicks to Rondo. James, the pass to Rondo. Now here's Kuzma. Joseph with the rebound. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Covered by LeBron. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, Bogdanovich looking so comfortable close to the rim. Just extends past the defense beautifully.
Rondo looking around. He kicks it to James. Pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Kuzma's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Now, here is Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Bogdanovich against LeBron. Outside Collison. Outside Turner. Here's Bogdanovich. Off target from three-point range.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now here's LeBron. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
You know, here's your problem. You've got to be able to close out hard to LeBron James because he knows he can score from there. This is his money shot.
Here's Bogdanovich following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Turner. Rebound the Lakers.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The All-Star break is coming up. This has got to be a welcome pause, Doris, for teams that are struggling and still finding their way.
I think a lot of those teams hope that this is an opportunity to regroup, maybe a little time for introspection, what's working, what things have not worked for us. If there's a big problem, we can fix it, and if not, hey, perhaps it's time for change.
The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Here's Rondo following the score by Miles Turner. Ingram passes to James, and he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 6. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers, trailing by 4. Left side Collison, back to Joseph, to the paint. Young lays it up and banks it in. Young's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, masterful work from Thaddeus Young. He's got such tremendous length down there.
To the middle. James in the post. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight. Collison feeling it out a bit. Young in the corner. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Rondo against Collison. Passes to Young. Yep, that one goes in there. Young's got his second basket of the game.
And both offenses in rhythm here to start the game.
Boy, these teams can't miss so far. If you love good offense, this is your game.
Now here's Ingram. 20 points for him last game against the Warriors in Oakland. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations. The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
That free throw, no good. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Pacers trail by 5. Here's Holiday. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Sabonis kicks to Turner. 6 to shoot over Chandler. The shot by Turner, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Nice shot by James.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Brandon Ingram. Beasley with the steal. Hart kicks to Beasley. Here's Hart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Beasley trying to break free. And it's sent back by Turner. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure.
Let's remember, back in 2001, Tyson Chandler was picked 2nd overall. You love that he won a title with the Mavericks as the starting center. And how about the longevity? Really impressive.
The Pacers making a switch here. Young's checked in. And when you think about Chandler, tremendous high school player in Compton, California, but initially grew up on a farm.
Yeah, young Tyson milking cows, slopping pigs, cultivating crops. How about he's nearly 6 feet tall at age 9, and once he got to the city, he became one of the more storied high school players in the LA area, and then goes on to do great things in the pros. What a story, what a journey.
Now the Lakers on the break, and a wide open look for James. Buries the jumper to finish the break. LeBron's got 12.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Sabonis against LeBron. Now here's Evans. He's guarded closely. Los Angeles leading by 12. Knocked loose. Evans with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, McDermott's known for that catch-and-shoot game. The rise and fire on the catch. Pretty.
Hart kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Hart. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Beasley. From down in the low post, it goes. Beasley's got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they've built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
Now, here's Sabonis. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. And it goes down 2 points. Sabonis has got his first basket.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
James. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Woo, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Holiday against Caldwell Pope. Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. He has 5.
See, Sabonis continues to hone that three-point shot. He has got the touch and the confidence to let it go from there.
Fade away, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
And yes, it's good. Sabonis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Don't sleep on the big man now. Domantas Sabonis can be effective in catch and shoot.
Caldwell Pope outside. 54 seconds left in the first. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Golden State. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, there's Los Angeles, just way behind.
And, you know, for the Lakers, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
Yeah, I think if that next step was coming, it would have happened by now. They can't be worried about could-haves and should-haves. They need to be focused 100% on the push for the playoffs.
Now, here's Sabonis. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the first one at the line is good.
Don't you get the sense that LeBron James is in complete command, not only of himself, but of his teammates? The drive this guy possesses is truly incredible.
And the Lakers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Pacers trail by 9. Now Evans still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in.
And some people have talked about KCP, how he's an all-defensive team candidate, getting a taste of it right there.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back right after this. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, so far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Caldwell Pope out there with Hart. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Chandler in at the 4. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Here's Stevenson. The Pacers making the shot. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's Hart. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Sabonis grabs the board.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination and didn't on that one.
This Pacers team can be suffocating at times on the defensive end.
Well, it starts at the point of attack because this is a group that loves to pester the ball handler. How about last year, those Pacers were second in the league in turnover percentage on defense.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the score by Indiana. There's the triple. Hart, no good. Pacers trail by 7. Here's Evans. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about, and seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin? It can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake. And obviously, that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So, listen, 82 games is long. But what happens, I don't know.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Chandler. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Hart. Good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 6. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. To the middle, here's McGee, and he makes good on the layup. McGee's got his second bucket tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Evans finds Bogdanovic. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Just 3 to shoot. Stolen by Stevenson. To the inside, Kuzma. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Tyreke Evans. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope against Collison. Caldwell Pope kicks to Stevenson. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Stevenson against Bogdanovic. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Wow, how about that feathery touch from Bogdanovic? You just can't let this guy get loose from the mid-range.
Pass to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Kuzma's got 13.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Here's Evans. No good that time, so the Lakers will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Rondo against Evans. Fires from deep. The Pacers pull it in. Now here's Collison. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Collison's got his second basket of the game.
And these are the shots you want Darren Collison taking, right? Such a smart, know-when-to-shoot point guard.
Here's Rondo, the feed to McGee. Kuzma against Sabonis. Kuzma can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 7. Unloads from 13. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. And the pass to Caldwell Pope. Count it.
Yeah, shaky defense there. Giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line. And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Joseph, he's checked in for Evans. The Lakers also with a sub. Ingram's checked in. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and is very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
Timeout called the Pacers. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role, and that night it was about scoring.
Well, there's no doubt. They were sharp on the offensive end. The bench guys just did a sensational job bringing their A game.
A moment here to see the numbers for Kuzma. He's around 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Agreed. A lot of guys in this league would be very happy with that stat line, but this guy is the real deal. He is built for more.
Now here's Collison. 5 points in the game. Here's Bogdanovich. They get it back. Sabonis, the feed to Turner. Missed inside.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And the foul on Miles Turner. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
And the Lakers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Poked away. Pass to Kuzma to the inside. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rondo with a clean look, and he gets it to go from the corner. Rondo's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers. Rondo against Collison. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Fades back. Sabonis, no good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
And Joseph slams it home.
Well, a defensive specialist, right? Corey Joseph's activity has been on point.
Outside Rondo, dishes to Ingram. Over Joseph. Again, Los Angeles. Here's Collison. He's got 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the officials call a traveling violation. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And it's Ingram missing. Pacers trail by 12. Here's Joseph. Buries it down low. Joseph's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you love the incredible handle from the veteran guard, Corey Joseph. That one's on a string.
Passes it to Kuzma. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists now in the game.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
Now here's Turner. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, Kev, he was a standout on the backboards that night and got a number of big rebounds.
The tray. It's through for his 2nd basket. He's now 2 for 6.
It is such a treat to have a point guard like Collison. He is so effective orchestrating this offense.
Rondo against Collison. Rondo's shot is off. And so Collison will bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 10-point game. Bogdanovich dishes to Collison. to Bogdanovich. Joseph against Ingram. A floater, and Joseph lays it in. Joseph's got it back down to within single digits for Indiana. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Rondo kicks to Ingram. Pass to Zubac. Collison against Rondo. Over Sabonis. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And just an impossible shot to guard at times. Doris, when you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, 2 in particular. James Harden, that step-back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry as well. Those 2 men, when they decide to get to that step-back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Tyson Chandler is checked in for JaVale McGee. Beasley comes in for Ivica Zubac. LeBron, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Hart subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here is Holiday. 8 points his last outing. Young against Beasley. He's off on that one. Chandler with the defensive effort. Here's LeBron, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Pacers trail by 10. McDermott passes to Joseph. Ingram against Holiday. Back to Joseph. Shot from the wing. Good on the jump shot. Joseph's got 13.
And, Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And it's Ingram missing.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
And Joseph kicks to Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. Second, the Pacers.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That's good from Holiday. That one is no good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Pacers trail by 7. And here's McDermott. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Joseph looking over the floor. Down low. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Joseph. Young's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
"51 seconds left in the first half of the game. LeBron James on the wing. 18 points for him. Shoots a fader. The Pacers pull it in.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Well, that's the speed and a little bit of craftiness on display from Corey Joseph. So difficult to contain when he's aggressive.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. For Beasley, as most people know, Doris, it's been a wild ride getting here.
It certainly has, Kevin, but the talent was undeniable, right? Let's remember this guy was a former #2 overall pick. Reality is, though, he had to spend some time in China. He needed an adjustment to both his game and his attitude.
Holiday against Ingram. Holiday with it. Can't hit from in close. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points and 1 rebound. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I like the effort on the boards because a game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Los Angeles leading by 5. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Pacers. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Collison is out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Pacers have been a huge surprise since they traded away Paul George. Now, Coach Nate McMillan said, for us, it's about developing that culture and that identity, and we're still doing that. I think we're only starting to scratch the surface. Kevin?
No doubt, David, they've got some promising young players on that team. Thank you. Now Ingram. Following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner over Bogdanovich, and that one comes up a bit short. Inside, and Young kicks to Collison. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Turner, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Turner no good on the free throw. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick-and-pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
Collison finds Turner. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Here's Ingram. No good on that one. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. The three ball. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his fifth rebound in this one.
Well, I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Turner dishes to Bogdanovich. Young outside. Knocks down the three ball. Young's got 9.
I'll tell you, you got to love the way Thaddeus Young can stretch the defense with the long-distance shot. No hesitation, total confidence.
Now here's LeBron. 22 points for him. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Corey Joseph. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. Now LeBron. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Clock at 4. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
The first one falls. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
You know, I think casual fans of the NBA probably wonder what makes LeBron so good. And you look at some of the attributes he has physically, the size, the strength, the quickness. But to me, it's as much about his pursuit of greatness and the commitment year-round to excelling and building his skills. He's truly a seminal player in NBA history.
The shot's good from Evans.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
Here's James, and he makes that one. LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter. With LeBron in his strength, Doris, he can shrug off defenders.
Well, to me, Kevin, he is easily one of the most formidable finishers to ever play the game. You think about it, he is as big and strong physically as most centers that are challenging him at the rim. What an imposing guy.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Ingram outside. Over Young, and again it's the Lakers.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Here's Evans, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for LeBron.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
The first free throw is good. Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Brandon Ingram. And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans. Here's Rondo. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And McGee kicks to Caldwell-Pope. And there's the pass to Kuzma. And the 3 off target. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. For the lead, Evans' shot is good. Evans has got 10 points.
In the shooting form Evans has, a reliable jump shot, you got to honor it if you're the defense.
Back to LeBron. Young with the steal. Outside Collison. Six on the shot clock. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury it.
The shot's good from McGee.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
Timeout called the Pacers. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Lance Stevenson's checked in for JaVale McGee. There's a break in the action, so let's now take a look at the teams with the highest field goal shooting percentage. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Pacers in 5th.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And so Collison will bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 3. Evans against Caldwell-Pope. Sabonis, the pass to Evans. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Now, here's Stevenson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Caldwell Pope against Bogdanovich. Down low, James, and he banks in the layup. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Bogdanovich against Stevenson. Back to Collison. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pulls up. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 4th assist in this one. Stevenson against Bogdanovich. Stevenson can't hit.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Shot's good from Young.
Don't you love how Thaddeus Young uses his length, gets shots over the contested defense.
To the middle, got a piece of it. And the basket is good. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
He gets it in there.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Bogdanovich against Stevenson. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. He dishes it to LeBron. Back to Caldwell Pope. Over Evans. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Indiana trailing here. Pass to Evans. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Evans has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Fires from 14. Here's James. Banked in off the glass. James has got 11 points in the quarter.
What a pleasure to watch LeBron James get after it on the backboards. The frame is incredible. His strength off the charts. Good luck.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 6. Outside Collison. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Well, listen, this is a dependable scorer. Darren Collison is a point guard who will take advantage of opportunities to score when it makes sense.
Stevenson against Bogdanovich. And Stevenson kicks to LeBron. To the middle. And the dunk by Chandler. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Collison finds Evans. Back to Collison. Over Rondo. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Well, quality defense doesn't necessarily impede the shooting eye of Darren Collison. How about the focus with the defender in his grill?
Stevenson against Bogdanovich. And another basket for the Lakers.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Love his game or hate it, but there is no denying, Doris, that Lance Stevenson makes things happen on the floor.
Just a pure creator when he has the basketball in his hands. Unbelievable handle. Sometimes gets creative on his way to the cup. But you love how he plays with such great passion and energy.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Lakers. Josh Hart comes in for Rajon Rondo. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Indiana's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Caldwell Pope against Holiday. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Joseph comes in for Tyreek Evans. And the Lakers also making a change. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. He feeds it to Turner. And he uses the glass on the layup. Turner's got 7 points here in this quarter.
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram. Over Bogdanovich. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And that's now 9 points for Brandon Ingram. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Miles Turner. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's right around 13 points a night, 7 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Well, I love it. Drivers think they see a crease to the lane and go for it. And eventually, he shuts the door.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Ingram outside. Over McDermott. And that one's good. Ingram. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Here's Joseph. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Corey Joseph understands how to play to his strengths. He's going to get to his spots and find a way to catch fire.
Caldwell Pope against Holiday. Caldwell Pope kicks to Beasley. Banked in off the glass. Beasley's got his second bucket of the night.
I tell you, coaches love those high percentage looks in the paint.
Got the shot! He
just
caught it!
No better feeling.
Right on the money.
Gracious. Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Brandon Ingram's out there with Beasley. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Hart in at the 2.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
And so it's Indiana with it. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Covered by Beasley. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing. Shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone. And really, his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
And the first one drops.
And guys, Bogdanovich, the former second-round pick, has really found his place in the NBA. This guy is an effective shooter from just about anywhere.
Both good from the line that time.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Hart the pass to Kuzma. Back to Hart. Passes it to Ingram. Launches it. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And a miss there on the triple. Lakers shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Here's Hart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. They'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And Holiday kicks to Turner. Back to Holiday. That's chipped.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
I'll tell you, this guy does some tough work on the glass, battles as hard as anybody for those second chance opportunities.
Joseph dishes to McDermott. Feeds it to Turner. Lays it up and banks it in. Turner's got 9 points now in just the second half.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Hart kicks to Beasley. Over Bogdanovich. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
What an offensive clinic we have been given today. They're hitting every single thing they put at the rim right now.
Now here's Joseph. In the corner, it's McDermott. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Ingram against Holiday. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
You guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Lakers. And he makes both free throws. Pacers trail by 6. And Holiday kicks to Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Hart. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
Here's Joseph. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one of the problems
in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Two shots. Last on the first.
That free throw, no good. He doesn't get the second one.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Holiday against Rondo. Holiday finds Turner, trying to get open as Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Bogdanovich against Rondo. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the left wing. Here's Hart. Hits it from three-point range. Hart's got 5 points now this quarter.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Ingram. Two open that time. Made it look too easy. 17 points for Miles Turner.
That gives him his second three of the half with 3 total for the game.
Rondo kicks to Kuzma. To the middle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Collison, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing here by 8. Bogdanovich against Kuzma. Back to Turner. Kicks it to Bogdanovich from 12 feet out. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Rondo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Ingram. Inside, Hart. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
And yes, it's good.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
Rondo passes to Hart, and there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Pacers making a switch here. Evans is checked in. James checked in for Los Angeles. The pass to Hart from deep. Cans it from downtown. Hart's got 10 points in just the second half.
And weak rotation defensively. This is not a guy you want to leave open when you're trying to stay in the game.
Now, the defense just not in sync there, right? You've got to do a better job communicating.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You got to respect the physicality of Evans. Excellent at drawing contact on his way up.
lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer.
Yes.
And it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. And he's good on the second. Lakers leading by 10. LeBron outside. To the paint. And Kuzma slams it in.
There is so much responsibility on LeBron's shoulders. He has to keep that offense flowing, and he's got such a great grasp of their system.
Collison finds Turner. And here's Evans. He's covered by Rondo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Two shots.
They throw good. Tyreek Evans. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Nice shot by Rondo.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
Here's Evans after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Evans kicks to Young. The kick out to Collison. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Kuzma. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Lakers leading by 13. Outside Rondo. James in the post. He is covered by Bogdanovich. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And Young kicks to Evans. Back to Young. Makes it off the glass.
Well, such an aggressive play. Young not taking no for an answer, just overpowers the defense.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Rondo. Pass to LeBron. That one falls. LeBron's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Turner. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. Young against Kuzma. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. Good work there as it goes. LeBron's got 33.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Evans outside. Now the dish to Turner. And stolen by LeBron. Jumps up, and the dunk by LeBron.
Just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball, or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
Collison kicks to Turner. Evans outside. Back to Turner. And for Turner on the offensive end, it is all about consistency with his shot.
Right, Kevin, because with his length and athleticism, Miles Turner has proven he can be a factor on the defensive end. To me, it's about, with that face-up ability, can they count on him night after night?
That free throw, no good.
Well, to me, this franchise has got to be thrilled and excited about the upside Miles Turner has. He's a hard-nosed player who wants to be great, Kevin.
He hits the second from the line. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's Hart. They grab their own miss. Outside Collison. And here's Rondo to the left side wing. Here's Hart. The three from LeBron buries the long-range jumper. James has got 38 points.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. You look at James. What a contribution.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. Bogdanovich against James, and stolen by LeBron. Pass to Hart. Here's Zubac, covered by Evans. Back to Zubac. He kicks it to LeBron. 5 to shoot. And the pass to Kuzma. Poked away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Evans with it. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
One shot. One shot.
Los Angeles leading by 16. Hart kicks to James. Over in the corner, Zubats. They grab their own miss. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
A two-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
Basket good.
That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
Stevenson outside. Pass to Hart. 1:03 left in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Here's Caldwell Pope. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And the Lakers lead by 18.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
And how about the confidence from Evans? He's feeling like no one can stop him playing with a ton of heart.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Young. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zubats is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Michael Beasley. LeBron's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
One shot. One shot.
And free throw good from Evans. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now here's James. He's guarded closely. And Kuzma slams it in.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
No, I think that they've been locked in during this game. They didn't let the opposing crowd get to them at all. This has been pure domination.
Rondo kicks to James.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James. And both free throws good for James. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
I'll tell you, Domantas Sabonis has got some big-time athleticism. That's a pretty dunk.
Caldwell-Pope up top, and so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Congrats on the win. Where do you go mentally when you're in a rhythm like you were tonight?
It's a zone you get into, and You know, it's kind of unexplainable, you know, and you try to go out there and you feel like it's nothing that you can't do. You know, and hopefully the momentum just continued to go throughout the whole quarter, and it did. And not only did it open up for me, it opened up for the rest of us, too.
I know that's got to be empowering, LeBron. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.